Hi guys, welcome to another video. So if you watched my plant haul video, you will see where I got these orchids as a gift for some plants that I purchased. I originally thought that this was an orchid that I could mount on my tree, but thanks to two of my subscribers, they advised me that it's not an orchid that is suitable for mounting, as it is a ground orchid, terrestrial orchid. So it is a African monk orchid. So I will need to put this in some soil. So I will be putting this orchid in a chunky soil mix in which it would get a lot of aerated soil. So I'm going to be mixing perlite, charcoal, and soil to pot up this beautiful orchid. So guys, come with me as I pot up my African monk orchid. The full name will be listed below. And remember guys, if you have not already subscribed, what are you waiting on? Please click the subscribe button. So a big thank you goes out to Michelle Samuda and Petricor, two of my very loyal subscribers who pointed out this error that this plant is not a plant for the orchid tree. So as you can see, I had it in this tree. So I got a piece of this orchid before from another person, don't remember who, and I put it in the tree. Backstory, I had this orchid in a pot for a little while. Nothing was happening, it wasn't growing. Just as it put up leaves, they would die. So I was like, okay, let me mount it to my tree. I have mounted it to the tree, nothing. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know. So I'm going to be removing it from this tree and putting it in soil as well. So thanks guys, I really do appreciate it. I'm not sure because I'm holding the camera if I can remove it while I'm on the camera, but let me try. Oh, but this one is actually an orchid that should be mounted. This one is one of those orchids that bloom some very small ones. So the only piece that was still in there of the monk orchid was this little piece right here. So you see guys, nothing was happening with this, not one thing. So she was so thirsty as well because she's not an orchid to be mounted. So I'm going to pot her up real quick and you guys will see how I do that. Guys, take a look at this Hoya Aralis. I just had to show you guys how beautiful it's growing, even though I'm straying from what I need to do, but I just wanted to show you guys. And this is a very fast growing Hoya. It's an Hoya Aralis. It recently bloomed for me, so I'll be linking the photograph of the bloom in the corner. Well, it's blooming on my veranda right now. I'll be doing a video of that shortly. But she's just so gorgeous and lush. So guys, this is a nursery pot that I will be using. It's a black nursery pot and it has drainage holes to the sides, around 4 of them, so it will be properly drained. So I'll be using this pot. So I will be putting some stones to the bottom of this pot. Not a lot of stones, just a few, like that. So I have some stones in the bottom, and then I'm going to start filling it in with my organic soil and perlite. See? I also want to layer it with some charcoal, given that it's a ground orchid, so it would run on the ground. I want to create texture within this pot. So there is the charcoal. So I'm going to try and mix it in a bit. the charcoal and the soil, because I do not want it to have too much soil, and then when it has too much soil, you know, it gets root rot. So I am trying to prevent that as well. I think they will do very good in this mix that I have here. So I'm going to add more soil and a little perlite. Maybe don't need a lot of perlite given the charcoal that is in it. So there it is. The soil feels a bit moist. I don't know if it's where I store it, why I feel this moist, but there it is, guys. So it's a lovely mix of charcoal and soil and perlite. I'm going to put a little perlite on top just for the beauty of the white. There it is. And a little bit more soil. There it is. And now I'm going to get my orchids and stick them in. Look at this poor one that was mounted on the tree, guys. It was so malnourished, and it was going through a lot because obviously that's not how it likes to grow. So I'm going to add her with these that I recently got. I'm going to go ahead now and stick these in to this pot, and I'm going to give it a very light watering, because the roots are already hydrated as I had them soaking in water and Epsom salt before I had decided to plant them. So I'm going to go ahead. I have never grown terrestrial orchids. I got a little terrestrial orchid that looks like a palm, but it's not an orchid that I'm familiar with growing, as I don't have a cymbidium orchid either. So it's going to get me some time to get a hang of growing these kind of grown orchids, but we'll see how it pans out. And then this is a piece that was going through a lot. And put her at the front here. So, and I was told that they don't like direct sun, filtered sunlight, and a little shade and a cool area. So there it is. It's potted up. I didn't sink their Suda bulbs too far down. I did it like that, so it will take root. So there it is, guys, and there we go. We have potted up our terrestrial orchids. So thank you for watching this video, and if you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button below so you never miss anything I post. Bye, guys.